Today we are going to see full ladders. Full ladder is a combinational circuit and the operation of the full ladder will be described in this session. The implementation of the full ladder is done using the logic gates and that is represented as the logic diagram, and all the input output possibilities of the full ladder is represented using the truth table. In the previous sessions we have seen the combinational circuits and the basic combinational circuit half adder for performing the addition. Addition in digital systems is performed by a logic circuit called adder. There are mainly two types of adders in digital circuits, half adder and full adder. We have seen in the last session about the half adder, and here we are going to see full adders. Full adder accepts two input bits and an input carry and generates a sum output and a carry output. The three inputs of full adders are A, B and carry C in. The output bits, sum bit and carry out. The truth table of the full adder describes how the input combinations gives the output in the full adder. Here A, B and C are the input bits. Since we have three different input bits, we have 8 different combinations of the inputs. So the truth table gives the possible input combinations and their corresponding outputs. For 0 plus 0 plus 0, sum bit is 0 and carry 0. 0 plus 0 plus 1, sum bit 1, carry 0. 0 plus 1 plus 0, sum is 1 and carry 0. 0 plus 1 plus 1, sum is 0 and carry bit 1. 1 plus 0 plus 0, 1 is the sum and carry 0. 1 plus 0 plus 1, 0 with a carry 1. 1 plus 1 plus 0, 0 with a carry 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1, sum is 1 and the carry is also 1. Here the input variables are A and B and C in, which is the carry input bit, and the outputs are represented using the sigma and C out for carry. This is the logic circuit for implementing the sum output of the full adder. It uses two XOR gates. The first XOR gate takes the A and B as the input and produces the output as A XOR B, and the second XOR gate takes A XOR B as the input and the carry in bit as the second input, produces the output A XOR B XOR C in, which is the sum bit produced by the full adder. We can implement the full adder using two half adders also. The first half adder takes the first two bits A and B and produces the sum output A XOR B and another carry out A and B. The second half adder takes A XOR B, which is the sum from the first half adder, and the carry in input of the full adder, and produces the sum and a carry part A XOR B and C in, and this and the carry out of the first half adder is the input for this OR gate, produces the final carry output bit. So the sum output of the full adder is A XOR B XOR C, and carry output is represented as AB plus A XOR B into C in. This is the logic circuit for the full adder. Here two XOR gates produces the sum bit and the carry is produced using two AND gates and an OR gate. We have seen the function of the full adder, which adds 3 bits and produces a sum bit and a carry out. And the implementation of the full adder using the logic gates we have seen, and the possible input and output possibilities we have seen with the help of the truth table. Now, what is the number of inputs for a full adder? See, for an adder, it can be half adder or full adder. Half adder is having 2 input bits and full adder is having 3 input bits. Next, if the input A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 0 and C in is equal to 1, what is the sum output of a full adder? So 1 plus 0 plus 1, that means the result is 1 0. That means the sum bit is 0 and carry bit is 1. So the answer is A. Next, what is the minimum number of full adders required to add two 4-bit numbers? See, for adding a 4-bit number, we can have 3 full adders, and for the least significant bit position we need only half adder. Why? Because there is no carry in for the least significant bit position. So the minimum number of full adders required to add two 4-bit numbers is 3. That's the end of this session. Thank you.